Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 8 of this unboxing. And now we're getting into the slabs. It's pure slabs from here on end. These are the bigger books in this collection of books that I picked up. And they should be pretty cool ones. I'm not quite sure what's in the slabs because they're all bundled up and I have no idea what's inside. But it should be fun stuff. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll get into it. We'll open up some of these bags and see what's inside. Okay, so this first one. Oh, okay, it's always a challenge sometimes when people slab these things. That was actually done right. So if you're ever going to bag and board a slab, always put the slab in like this, and between the cardboard, bubble wrap around it. It really does protect the slabs. So yeah, but it makes it a little harder to get out sometimes. Okay, this one actually, they did a good job of packing it because it seems pretty easy to get out. Okay. Okay, well, I don't like Scotch tape for these things, but oh well, we got it out. A little bit of Scotch tape. See, lots of Scotch tape and it's sticking to me. Okay, so this is Crown Comics, and I'm gonna get this tape off my fingers so I can show you the book properly. I'm gonna actually take it out of the bag. They really taped it down. I don't know why they taped it so much, but they really taped it. I was like, can I get this off? Okay, yes. Okay. Let's see. They really taped it down. I don't know why they taped it so much. I want to show you the book, but it's really pinned into the bag because it's all taped. Oh my goodness. They really taped it in. It's crazy. Okay, there. So much tape. Why they tape it so much? Okay, I'm going to take all these tapes off. They drive me nuts. You can, like, 2 minutes of me just getting tape off. Okay, oh my goodness, sorry about that. But this is a cool comic to make it up. This is Crown Comics number 11, or 15, sorry, number 15. It's just one of the Crown Comics in the run of Crown Comics. Some of the earlier issues featured the artwork of Matt Baker, and I actually have some of his key artwork appearances. I believe that number 6 is the one that they always say is his first cover, true cover, recognized cover. But he might have even done issue number 1 of this run, so it's hard to say. The problem back in the day was they would not say who was the cover artist a lot of the time. They wouldn't give credit to the artists. But there is something that's interesting about this particular comic. This one has Vuda on the cover. And the interesting thing about Vuda is he was created by Matt Baker. And he was a black character. And he was an African hero and is considered to be the first black hero in comics. And the funny thing about it is when they put him on the cover, though, they would always make him white. So you can see he is not black on this, but he is white. And it was just because of the sensitivity at the time for, you know, putting a black character on the cover. But interior, he would be black and be normal, but on the cover they would make him white. So it just shows the difference in time, how people are a little bit more sensitive about just showing African Americans or black people on the covers of comics. So this is from 1948. Very cool comic though, and I picked it up for a steal. It was like under $100. It was like really, really affordable. Oh, and there's actually one raw comic in here. I thought this was a slab, but it's not. One sec here. Let's get this one out. Okay. Oh, this one's really well wrapped. It was so well wrapped, I thought it was a slab. This is another really great Wings cover. I've been trying to pick up a lot of these Fiction House comics. This is like just I wish it wasn't so faded. That's the one problem with these Fiction House comics. The colors can be way off. And this one doesn't have the best colors, because I don't believe it is this yellow. But it actually is, grade-wise, it looks quite nice. It just has this weird coloring to it. But it's, I was picking up a lot of these propeller, like people being attached to the propeller, so the guys, you know, can see them in bondage in the background. I prefer if it's the girl in bondage, but, but you know, I still like the girl in the cover. She looks awesome. So just a really great Wings Comics. Wings Comics number 93. Classic cover, actually. Okay. All right. This next one is a really cool one. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay, get all the wrapping off. This is Tarot, number 1, and it's a Scarlet Witch cover. Now it's in a 9.6, but the reason it's in a 9.6, and I'll get it out. Actually, I got this one from England of all places. I had to pay crazy amounts for the shipping, but this is a really expensive comic. Like if you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. This one goes for crazy money. However, this one is extra special because it's got a nice remark. They actually put it in a really good place. So there's a remark there, and it's signed. And it's just a really great Infinity cover. And that's why it's a 9.6. It's really hard to get a 9.8 if you do all this stuff to it. But it's signed and sketched by David Nakayama. So an artist that I really like, and I like these Infinity covers. And it's just a really cool one. So it's a David Nakayama cover, and he signed it and did a little remark. So I was quite excited to get this one. It was a bit pricey, but I did really like it. So yeah, that's Tarot number 1, or Tarot. You don't pronounce the T really. Okay. Oh, some more raw books. Some snuck in here. There's a few that snuck into this one. I said it was all slabs, and nope, there's a few raws that mixed in. But these are cool raws. Oh my goodness. One sec here. Let's see if I can get them out. Okay. So we got some raw comics. And I realized they're bagged together. That's really interesting. Oh, jeez. Okay. Actually, I like that bag. I'll keep the bag. Okay, we got Shock Suspense Stories. Another series I'm trying to get the complete run of. Just a lot of really great covers in this series. So this is Shock Suspense Stories number 7. And it's just a really great electrocution, but not the actual chair, but like lightning electrocution cover. It also features a Ray Bradbury story. So just a really cool one. So this is Shock Suspense Stories number 7. And I got this so cheap. It was really affordable. So yeah, that's it's in rough shape. It's an Alf Felstein cover as well. Another one that I got a pretty good deal on, I kind of worked a deal where I got the 2 of them, was this one. It's got a really long name. Adult Suspense Stories Illustrated. It's just a really long name. And what this was when the Comic Code Authority came into play, EC really tried to survive and maintain its horror line of comics. And what they did was they came up with these magazine-size format, but they just didn't perform that well. The sales weren't really successful. The comic format just did better. So they basically gave up on horror and on these kind of books altogether after trying a few different issues of these Crime Illustrated. Now, they went into Mad Comics after that. That was where they really focused their efforts afterwards, and actually did quite well with Mad Publishing. So this is Crime Adult Suspense Stories Illustrated. Just really long name. And the problem with these ones, I actually looked inside. The artwork is not, it's not bad. It's just not as dynamic. It doesn't have the comic feel to it. I think that's really why these ones didn't do that well. So yeah, so that's from 1955, after the Comic Code Authority came into play. Okay. And I got a bunch of books from the same guy. I worked out a deal to get a bunch of books from the same guy, and he paid for the shipping. Okay. Let's see. All right. So the first one is Air. I think I paid like 60 bucks for this. This is American Air Forces number 11. This is the only Good Girl art cover in the series. I just thought the girl was kind of sexy, and for 60 bucks, why not? This is a Bob Powell cover. And just a really great cover. The one that most people go for, I forget what issue number it is. I think it's like 4 or 5, where it's like a Tojo cover and like a whole bunch of little planes attacking him. He's like giant, and a whole bunch of planes are attacking him. That's the one that most people go for. But I thought this one was really great. So yeah, you never know. You never know. Sometimes, you know, there's other comics within this same series that can be really nice. Okay, and the other one that I picked up, it says $125. I don't think I actually paid $125 for it, strangely. Is Dark Mysteries number 5. Let me take it out of the bag. I didn't pay much for this. As I said, he gave me a pretty good deal. So we got Dark Mysteries number 5. And this is another series that I'm kind of working on, and I got a bunch from this series. And this one's in really rough shape, you can see. It's got like almost no spine. So that's why it's a 1-0. It's complete, but the spine is just completely split, I would say. And this is Bill Falcone? Falcone? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but yeah, just really great skeleton cover, Good Girl art cover. That was great. Yeah, again, I like pre-code mixed with Good Girl art covers. Okay, next. Oh, okay, I was wondering where this was. Okay, so we finally found the Paper Girls number 1. This is Paper Girls number 1, 9/8. A great series. I kind of believe in this book just because I thought the series was really great. This is a Brian K. Vaughan story, and just a really, like, they really did try to make a series out of it. It didn't work. Didn't do well, but very underrated series. This is the first appearance of all the characters from, like, all these girls, basically their first appearances, and it's just a cool key. This book, I think it went up to $300 at one point, and to pick it up for 50 bucks with a whole bunch of other comics with it, It was a no-brainer. So this is Paper Girls #1. Sadly, undervalued book. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this one out. Okay. Hey, this is another really cool modern book. This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is a really cool Darth Maul cover, but it's the first appearance of Mace Windu. Doesn't actually say that on the cover, but it is. Yeah, so yeah, just a cool first appearance. It's one that was on my want list for a while. I really did like, I actually did like the first prequel Star Wars movies. They weren't as good as the original movies, but I thought they were reasonable. So this is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and this is book #3, which is the first appearance of Mace Windu. So this is a cool book. And I don't know why it doesn't denote that on the slab though. It's kind of weird. Okay. Okay. The last slab I'm going to show in this one. And let's see if it's a goodie. Oh, it's a really great one. A really cool way to end this one. Okay, so this is a really interesting slab. I showed at the beginning, I showed a cool Wings comic. Well, this is another really cool one. Very out of the ordinary for the series. So Wings comics only ran for like 100, well, it ran fairly long. It ran 100 and some odd issues, like 100, like this is 112. But they were all like, you know, airplanes, okay? And this is the only one where it has a bit of a sci-fi element. We got this kind of like, almost looks like a UFO or spaceship. And it's like Captain Wings in the Flight of the Silver Saucers. It's the only one that has a sci-fi cover. I just thought it was so cool. I picked it up for like under $100 too. I thought it was a really great deal. So this is Fiction House from 1950. I just thought it was a really great cover too. I just thought it was really great. It's a sci-fi cover in Wings. I don't know. I like these kind of sci-fi kind of cool covers. So it's a really great book. So that's Wings Comics #112. And that's it for this box unboxing. Some, you know, a fair number of slabs. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm about to lose my voice. So I've done like, so far 8 of these videos. I have 2 more to go. And they are big. There's a lot of cool stuff. And hopefully I'll still have a voice by that point. So we'll see. Okay, thanks again for watching. Bye for now.